Wasting some time here with a quick video. Well, not really quick, but decently fast game in the Atlanta. Just trying to show you a bit of an example of how I play it. I do like this ship. It is a bit silly at times. It's really fun to get all the hits on the enemy, but it can also be extremely frustrating, kind of depending on the map. And higher tier matches, where you get like tier 8, tier 9 matches, there's really not a whole lot you can do, but you can still contribute and go with the fleet and whatnot. This was actually a really good matchmaker I got in the video you're going to see. But I've actually changed a few things around. These are the upgrades I have. So I have the rudder shift, the propulsion, I have the mod 1 for increased accuracy. The accuracy is actually, it's pretty accurate. I mean, the dispersion is only 92 meters at max range, but the max range is 11.1. I did have the advanced firing training on this guy. I actually, just to kind of test it out, I did switch it to the demolition expert from advanced firing training. I do like the demolition expert more because it increases your fire chance from the 5%, which is that you have on the American destroyers, to 8%. And as many hits as you're going to get, that extra 3% does seem to help significantly in getting more fires, especially on higher tier ships. That does have torpedoes. I mean, they're not great torpedoes. I really wish, and it's something I think that could help this ship out a lot, if they gave the new torpedoes that they gave to the Mayhan, because they're the same torps, I believe, the Mark 14 torps anyway. So if they gave them the extra range on these, that'd be pretty cool. But I'm not going to hold my breath for that one. Anyways, it's a pretty fun ship. I bought it when it was on sale. Hope you all enjoy the gameplay. Come back and see me. Alright, round 2 of recording some audio for the Atlanta.
Battle starts.
Yeah, media player. Windows media player. It's not even capable of playing a video. Anyways, got that fixed, and here's the tier 7 Atlanta on hotspot. I'm going to try to explain a bit of my gameplay, how I go about using the Atlanta, and I like it. I bought it when it was on sale for 7,200 gold, or doubloons, whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't think I would want to pay the full 9,000 doubloon price. I think it's worth that. Honestly, I think it's probably worth about 6,500. Not upset that I bought it. I do enjoy it, but if I were going to recommend it to anybody that was interested in it, I would say got to be patient, be willing to be patient, willing to hide and run from people, and not get out into the fray of all the battles that people are having, because you are soft and squishy and you don't have the range or the speed to make up for it, or the concealment too. I think the Atlanta would be also would be better if you could get the captain skill. There's a Kiev that reduces the actual detection range of your cruiser. That would probably help. I don't have a captain that's that skilled yet, but my general tactics in using the Atlanta is get in close to the islands if there are islands. If there are no islands, I'll try to stick with the group and wait for people to close within range that I can put some fire into them. And besides that, try to stay hidden. I do try to jump out and use the islands as cover. Jump out and put as much fire into people as quickly as possible. Don't try to mess around and stay out in the open. Just try to get your hits in and get it killed quickly, using my sonar ability just in case he launches some torps at me. And this is a perfect opportunity to get some of that sweet destroyer action here. And you do have to get in close to be able to hit targets effectively. At range, it is kind of hard, and they are easily dodged. That Sims just completely wrecked that Farragut there. That's a good job on his part. And see that smoke that Farragut just left? It looks like a perfectly good place to go sit in and pour out some fire. That's another thing. If you the Atlanta is much more effective in a division. And if you have like 2 Atlantas and a destroyer, so you can provide smoke screens when you two get in trouble, because you will get in trouble, because people will see you, and every time people If anybody ever notices in Atlanta, they always have that, I want to shoot that thing and make it go away, because it's shooting at me too much. And the Atlanta being a completely soft and squishy target makes that pretty easy. These are the kind of engagements I try to aim for. People who aren't paying attention to you. And I'm in smoke. I should have stopped completely so I didn't go out of the smoke. That is my fault. And there's a Königsberg right here. I was more concerned about the Königsberg and his torpedo, so I switched fire to him. Big, huge round. Almost 7,000 damage on the first volley. There's 5,600. And just completely wrecking this Königsberg here. The Omaha is on the other side of him. He's gone. And get the last hit on that Königsberg. Completely wrecking these guys at close range. They weren't even looking at me. I just gotta watch out. The Nuremberg here is turning his guns over towards me, and he's the first one to really take notice of me. I'm gonna go full speed, try to get turned around and get angled because I'm just kind of facing that way. I was really kind of lucky that he wasn't shooting AP because he probably could have got some really good citadels on me. He is wrecking my ship pretty hard though, because the Atlanta is just not a durable ship. That Nuremberg is good and wrecked. We've helped in the destruction of 3 ships here. And, you know, a cooperative enemy team certainly helps in causing a lot of damage in the Atlanta. Also, the amount of shells you put into people, like that guy, I just broke his engine 3 times in a row. You know he has to be irritated about that. Because he is a sitting duck now. He is lucky that he had to smoke. But he is kind of popping in and out of it a bit. Now I'm just trying to maintain my spot here to get more damage on the enemy. Sometimes you have to be in the right mindset to play the Atlanta, though, like I said. I think I may have said that. You definitely have to be patient. You can't run out. You can't be in exposed, really. You will just have your face melted for you. There's another Kyiv. Get the call dead. I guess since this New Mexico has seen so many shells flying over there, he's bound to look over here and be like, hey, what's over there, guys? Now I'm just going to try to maintain my position. He does get a good shot over that hill. Gives me a nice solid hit. Barring islands to use, then I generally just try to hang out with the largest part of the fleet and do the same thing. People are a bit more inclined to focus you a little bit more. Nobody likes being shot by an Atlanta. I can understand why. Trying to rejudge my lead here a little bit. Get this gentleman back on fire. And on this, so on the Atlanta right now, I have actually changed it, and I'm trying out the fire skill on it. So it increases my fire chance from 5% to 8%. And it does seem like it really helps when you're shooting the, 8s and 9s that you see, catching them on fire. It's annoying to put a ton of rounds into an 8 or 9 ship, tier ship, and not have any fire spouse on them. Trying to go a little bit farther up here. That Congo is coming around the corner at me right there. I don't want to be this close to them at all, because the Atlanta is very easy to citadel. I'm trying to get one last fire, but yeah, so I had the range extended on this out to 13.3. I don't really think it helps because, I mean, you just see the arc that you get with a a target that's 11 kilometers away. It's quite ridiculous. Trying to switch to the Congo. He is coming around this corner, being pretty aggressive. I was a little bit worried about him. And his guns are trained over here. That's what I was kind of checking, trying to get my lead right, which is something that's not easy. I mean, you get a pretty tight shell grouping, but not that tight, especially with the max range. It just kind of farts all around these guys without hitting them. It's kind of irritating. And that New Mexico is down. He was killed by, it's like a Fuso and a Congo over there. Now we have just 4 enemy left. Our team really just wrecked these guys really well. And this is a dangerous position for me to be in, facing an open water battleship. My recommendation, if you ever see yourself like this, you're alone, you're facing enemy ships, you should just turn around. Leave them alone. You don't have to fight these guys right now. There's no reason to. I would qualify this as a mistake on my part. Swing and a miss there. And that guy, I am turning all the way over. I turn all the way over and I try to break. Throw his shots off. But he gets nice solid hit into me. And it's enough for me to say no thank you. Maintain the turn. He takes me down to 517 health. And sometimes you have to know when to walk away, and this would be one of those times. Absolutely no reason to continue that and just get killed. So get my distance again from these guys. Can't shoot out at him. It's really not the best thing. I do see that he's not aiming at me anymore. So I go ahead and put out 2 volleys. They are about to get stuck on each other here. Try my little trick of turning all the way over and braking to throw these shots off. Thankfully it worked, and RNG helped a little bit there. Now they're both out of range. And we're having New Mexico capturing their base there. Cleveland and the New Mexico, I believe, are still shooting at me. And this is the Dodges and the RNGs. So they are headed towards my way. On the side of the map over here. I don't want to get caught up in the corner. So I'm going to try to do something else. There's that little alcove right there, that little cove, little protected area. These guys seem like they're going to be fighting out there. They're going to turn back around a little bit and engage that New Mexico. So try to get far enough away. Going to turn back around here. Line back up and try to do the sneaky things again. Gotta always think, how sneaky can I be in Atlanta? And generally it's pretty sneaky. And if you play the Atlanta a lot, you will learn the best place to do stuff like I'm about to do, which is hiding and shooting over the mountains. Not always the most effective thing, just because a lot of times you can't see well, but this is one of the times where you get a nice clear shot. You can do some damage to some people, and you won't be spotted. They did actually kill that friendly New Mexico there. Now we get the alarm blaring here for a minute. Just the horrible arc that these shells get is so silly. I'm trying to get my back 3 guns in the fight here, but I don't want to pop around that corner. Look behind me. I do have a bit of room to back up. Back up just a tad to get that gun turned over. Got a fire on this guy. Like I said, there's a nice Confederate. That I think the fire skill on this is actually better to have on your Atlanta captain. Demolition expert. It's tier 4 skill. It's better than the advanced firing training for the extended range of 13.3. It's always going to come down to what situation you're in. Getting decent damage into that guy. But it's kind of silly when a battleship can dodge a shot so effectively, because they do come basically straight down. They are making it rain right now. it's just rather ridiculous. And there's another fire on the guy. Decided to go ahead and come out. He's not paying attention, and the Cleveland is dead. There's a nice high caliber and into the match. Right at the very end, got a high caliber there. Anyways, pretty profitable round. 470,000, 8,100 XP. Just 2 kills though, but I mean, this thing you can dish out a substantial amount of damage. 15 fires for 27,000 and 87,000 on the HE hits. Definitely cause a lot more fires now. You don't have to get near as many hits with the 8% fire chance, which makes it pretty much more effective in my opinion. Anyways, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Come back and see me.